Okay, so what I'm doing on this stream is, let me find the camera, this is the stream where once a week I try to gather the family name orders that I have, and I'm going to do them on this live stream. That way I don't have to individually post them all, but people can check out what I do for the family name orders and what that involves. And also so that I can just share the link to this video when the live stream's reposted, so that people can share with their family. So enjoy. I'm going to do one warm-up. Well, this is where I stop talking and I just start doing. But I usually try to start out with one warm-up painting. Just not like a commission or anything, but just something to get the pens going, so that when I hit go on the actual commission piece, the pens are flowing. And they're not running all over. Well, I like them to run, but I just like to be able to control when it drips and when it doesn't, if that makes any sense. Control. Control is the ultimate illusion, my friends. At least for me. Most of the time, when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna turn out like this. Oh, I do that. It does not turn out like that, if you know what I mean. Not in a bad way. But I find out that I have a lot more fun when I don't try to worry about the outcome or control anything. Okay. Let's move on to our first commission, which is going to be Matt, Erica, Phoebe, Emily, Benny, Charlie, Oliver, and Chico. Okay, here we go. And you will see that these commissions are 24 by 36. I was doing them 24 by 32 for a couple years, and then it got to be where I need more room. So it gives me a little less room for error as far as centering up the piece, but it does give me a little bit more space, 4 inches to be exact, to work in these larger names. Like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 people. Or actually, it doesn't have 8 people. It has 8 characters. Some of them are animals, and some of them are people. Here we go. Yeah, but no, I do little mini sketches. I can't turn the computer and show you, but I do little mini sketches. I do actually full-size sketches, not mini sketches. Full-size sketches. And in those full-size sketches, I was finding out that I was kind of putting a little too much energy into them to get them just perfect. And what I found is that when I captured the magic on the sketch, it was hard to reproduce the magic. So now I try not to take the mini sketch too seriously, and I just try to focus on getting the basic idea and outline of what I'm going to do. So we're going to start over here with Phoebe. Everyone in this family has like their favorite pet or whatever their pet's their favorite. I have pets that live in our house. However, okay, I'm gonna stop talking while I'm working here. This is a little chihuahua over here. Older sister. We have 2 more pets to go. I gotta get Oliver in here. Oliver is a fluffy doodle of sorts. And then this is the exciting one. This pet has passed away, but we decided I had done a cat skull the other day. So I'm going to make this one look like a cat skull. I'm going to try anyway. I'm giving this a whirl. I think it's going to work, but I think everything works. Yeah. So now I'll work back in some detail before I put the names on everybody here. So we got Dad, we got Mom, we got our Chihuahua, Charlie, Emily, Oliver, give Charlie a little bit different haircut than sister. Now we have a Chihuahua at our house, so I dig that. Kent Hobbs, can you do my name, Drew Baby? No. No. Drew, let me focus. This is why I don't do it on TikTok, so that I can focus. I already have a hard enough time. You know that. You know more than anyone. That is, it's the name of the game today, focus. Thank you for being here, Drew Baby. Though if you spam the chat, I'm gonna mute you. I'm just kidding, Drew. I'd never mute you. You know that. Okay, so far so good, but this is where the exciting part happens, where I start writing. Oh, hello, Life's Little Blessing. Okay, this cat has passed away, so we're going to give him a little halo. Okay. Now this is where I have to, before I launch into it, I have to decide how I'm going to handle colors. I'm probably just going to go teal and pink. I like teal and pink together. So we'll start with matte, and I think I need a little bit more room. So I do have up and down, even though I'm going 24 by 36, I do have a little bit of freedom for up and down, more so than side to side, but that's okay. This is fun. So far so good. So far so good. And apologies if I have to get my airy derriere in the way of the camera. Sorry about that. Matte, pretty straightforward, but I always say I can spell Bob wrong if given enough time. Erica is next. I'm just going to stay up high on the names up high instead of dropping down low. And it's good for me to double check against the order sheet, Erica, each time I do it, because I have written them improperly on my sketch before. We don't want that to happen. Erica. Once again, if you're dropping in now, obviously this is a live stream. With Rebroadcast, you will be dropping in. You'll have been here this whole time, but what I'm doing is painting a family name order custom. Early on, I used to try to schedule them all and make sure they were all on TikTok, but I got a little bit clunky as far as time, like making it all work, that people would be there. And so now I just do them and record them on YouTube, and it pushes. Blake, Angela, thanks guys. This is not the live stream where I paint, I take name orders, or I paint names for free. That's the TikTok stream. But I'm happy to, I'm gonna stay focused on this. Phoebe. I'm gonna put, sort of a little game change. See, things change when you do it in real time. It's like the best laid plans, you know? You can have a plan, but doesn't mean that that's gonna work the way you think it's going to. So let's get Phoebe in here somewhere a little different than I originally planned. But that looks pretty cool there. Let me double check Phoebe. Thanks for those comments, even if I'm not doing names. Phoebe. Phoebe. Yep, we got it. Okay. Next one is Vinny. Now, Vinny is, yes, if you're wondering, is that a nickname for Vinny Barbarino? It is. I'm glad you asked, because it is. And the mom says, it's a crying shame that most people say, who's that? And this is where Drew's dying to chime in, right? Vinny Barbarino. Okay, now we're gonna have Charlie. Always double checking, Charlie. Let me just make sure. Oh, I was making sure Drew didn't. Charlie, now Oliver. Let's get Emily up there first. Once again, just always gauging space. So it's funny to see how, I haven't really looked up the old ones I've done, but these over the past 2.5 years have really taken a change in direction, like for the better. Not that the old ones were anything less than awesome, they just were different. They weren't as custom as they are now, I would say. These are a little bit more custom. Oliver. Even though I look at the old ones and I say they're quite different than they are now, I still really find a lot of beauty in the super old ones from a couple years ago. Uniqueness. Let's see here. Oliver, and we've got one more, Chico. I don't know if Chico is a boy or girl cat. But Chico's passed away, so let me see here. We'll make Chico. We'll give Chico the neutral color. You could say pink is for a woman, but it doesn't have to be. And neither does Chico's name can be anything we want Chico to be. We need to ask Chico how they identify. There we go. Chico can tell us. I'll check the comments in a second. If we have anyone chiming in. Okay, feeling good. I found last week that I did 4 on the weekly stream, and that was too many. Let's see. Make sure to like the video. Thanks, Life Soul Blessings. I like the arrangement of the pets with them. Yeah, so Discerning Light, the difference on this one, mostly I put the pets to the right and family to the left. Or pets left, pets right, family in the middle. But Vinny is kind of mom's dog. Phoebe's kind of dad's dog. Oliver is kind of Emily's dog. And maybe the cat's Charlie's. They didn't say that in the notes. Cat's dead. That sounds so cold. You know I don't mean it cold-like. But cat's passed away. Cat's in kitty heaven in the sky. So, wow. This pen cap needs cleaned. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it'll be focused or not. This thing has, it's hard to see, but man, these acrylic paints, they're better to work with, but they, that I mixed, but they do build up a little bit more than the other ones, which is okay. Erica, we'll give you a dot there. Vinny, I don't know if we're going to be able to find a dot for you somewhere. Dad, we'll give you some lowrider pants there. Give Dad a little dot. I don't know why on these ones with not a lot of color I like to just add a little bit more tie-in for each character. We're not done yet. I say not by a long shot, but yeah, I mean, we're not that far away from being done. So now, for this one, a lot of times I'll use a pink heart, but I really feel like this one needs a teal heart because of, absolutely love your artwork. Wait for my grog squeezer to arrive. You have inspired me. Awesome. Yeah, we're, got a guy that, in the Bay Area that approached me about working on putting together like a little painting package. I know with that drip. So we'll see what we come up with on that one. He's got some good ideas, spearheading it. Now I love streaming these on YouTube because I feel like I can slow down. There's no rush to work in a family name order amongst the other 15 that we do. Yeah, so that looks pretty cool. I am going to it's hard to tell, but I just add sometimes, it's a little trick of the trade. I feel like there's a little less white space there than here. It's hard to see, but it does bring it back in, dial it in. And I usually sign them once they get ordered, but this one's already been ordered. Oh yeah, that's fine. I know what you meant by frog pens. If you're new, these are, you can't see this one's all beat up, but they're grog squeezers. Here, I'll show you. This one's a little, see if you can see that. Yeah. Let me stand in front of it. Maybe the camera will focus. There we go. Yeah, you can see that's a grog squeezer. Okay, we got one done. Let me sign it. And then we'll move on to number 2. Like I said, I think I found that like 3 is a really great productive number to get done. 4, it's about focus, you know, like I just try to notice how many can I paint and retain a real sharp focus and still chat a little bit and not lose all the pen caps. Okay, thank you, Matt, Phoebe, Erica, Vinny, Emily, Charlie, Oliver, and Chico. Actually, Chico is a skull, so let's give Chico some skull lines. That's the whole point. There we go. Okay. For posterity's sake, I always take a photo of everything before it comes off the board. Yeah, that looks cool. That works for me. Hopefully that works for you guys. Actually, just hope it works for Matt, Erica, Emily, Chico, Charlie, Oliver, Vinny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know it sounds crazy, but I have done big family name orders, like 8 or 10 people, and forgot to put someone's name on it. So that's why I was just kind of using my finger to point back and forth and see if I had everyone's name. Now I'm off camera, but I'm here. I'm just putting this in the flat file. Let it set and dry up nice and dry before I come on back. Okay. Okay, so I just push these straight to YouTube. I don't sit there and edit them extensively. There's a lot of pros and cons to that, I'm sure. Okay, so our next one is for the Higgins family. It's going to be John, Aaron, James, Susan. Susan's their puppy. Double check, Steve. First time watching you live. Hi, thanks for being here. What I'm doing is the family name orders on this live stream. So if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, you probably found your way to this YouTube channel via the short feed. The shorts I do, we post a lot. In fact, Drew Baby's still on. He's the one that does the posting for us, for me. The two of us. And so this is where I do the orders that aren't shorts, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, this is where I'm going to focus the Higgins family. I made a note to move John over just a tad because we just have 4. Maybe not though. I like that. I like what I did with this hand. It's crazy cool. Let's just go for it. Let's just do it. John's got some super rad hair, super broad shoulders. One thing I learned in a book my parents got me when I was a little kid about caricatures. Caricaturing is all about exaggeration. If someone's got curly hair, make it real curly, you know? Don't make it kind of curly. Their dog is super cute. Their dog kind of looks like a troublemaker also, if you ask me, in some of the pictures. That's why I'm making them looking up real high. And this is something I've never done on a family name order. I'm adding, I do hands all the time on the live streams. And in the custom art, not custom, in the regular art that I do. I just thought it'd be fun to add a hand too. Now we're making little James a little bit older than, we're making James just a little bit older than baby James. Baby James was just born like baby. Like I think the pictures were right out of the hospital. So I'll make baby James toddler James, so that when baby James grows up, which he will quickly, as they always do, Yeah. I get a kick out of it when I get a little character action, like on Dad here, on John. I love it. See, I think the dog's great because the dog almost looks like it has that energy like, come on guys, give me some attention. I know there's a new baby in the house, but don't forget about me. That's how it is when you got a pet, they're your world, and then a baby comes in the house and people are like, what the heck? Kenton style, life's little blessings. Let's see what we got going on here. What kind of style is this? You know, I don't know. That does get asked from time to time. It's been asked more than once. We just call it, I have a friend that I worked with at Trader Joe's, and she said, your style is just smiles. Your style makes people smile, and that should be enough, you know? So the style is smile. If I can find a kitschy way to say that, we'll get t-shirts made. The style is smile. Life's little blessings, you're on that. That's your job. I want 1,000 t-shirts by noon tomorrow. Style is smile. Smile is style. I don't know. Now we're working it out. Let's get the. I feel like getting John and Aaron and James. We got 4 names. So let's. I do 4 different colors here. Start with John. Everyone has pretty short names, so I think I can go pretty big with their names and have fun. John, which a lot of times I feel like I'm squeezing him in nice and tight because real estate is precious. It's like Southern California. I live on the coast, and real estate is precious around here. Even a long time ago, like I remember 20 years ago living here in San Diego, and there was a lot down the street for sale for $600,000 or $800,000 just for the lot. Life's little blessings. Life's little blessings. She's on it. And I thought that was a lot of money, just for the lot, just for the dirt, and it is. It is a lot of money. But this is not a real estate. This is not a land prices and real estate video. This is James. This is all about James. I love these big names. And Susan. Susan, I have peach and orange. I have this new peach color. I'm gonna go with the peach. Smile, I dig it. Smile style. Style smile? Style smile. I don't know, it's funny, like you don't know you're stressed. You don't know. I know, I do what I do know. I know I can sense when I feel rushed in life. And that's, I'm not saying that being rushed isn't ever good. There's times that, I feel like I'm rushed. I can't stop. Okay, so you're on the train tracks and the train's coming. You should feel rushed. Get the heck off the train tracks. So doing work like this, when I was finding myself feeling rushed, the best thing that ever happened to me was just, I guess, having the courage to shift this stuff over to YouTube and slow down a little bit with it and not make it about the show. If you guys don't know what I'm rambling about, the TikTok show, I hustle out 14, 15 names an hour, twice a day. I do about 28 names every day for free. And just so you guys can see it, people can see their names. Not you guys, but you know, people can see their names. And then if they want to order them, they can order them. But the show is just about putting some good vibes on the canvas, on the paper, up on the board. And then I used to try to shove in the orders amongst all that chaos. Let's see here. I'm gonna do Higgins. We're gonna move in some different colors here. Higgins. My friend was talking about Magnum PI to me today. Started me thinking about Higgins. If you have not watched Magnum PI ever in your whole life, Higgins was, well, heck, quite frankly, Higgins was one of the main characters, right? Let's make sure we've got these folks' names: Susan, James, Aaron, John, Higgins. We're aces. I still have an I. I owe the Higgins family an INS also. Let's see here. Well, we know who the center of the family is anyway right now, so let's put this on there. Don't worry, I'll dot that I down there. The Higgins family. And don't worry also, as if you're worried. I know no one's gonna watch this and worry. Oh dear, is he going to do anything with that hand down there? Yes, I am. So that was the whole point of this hand, is to, I try to work in fact, I don't know if I worked in a heart on the last one. I'll have to look. If I didn't, I would like to. I'll have to look, and if I didn't work in, I know I worked in a heart because I remember it was teal. And I put it between the two pink letters. So there we go, the Higgins family. Now this is one where I do feel strongly about adding a black border. So I have to be real careful. And I'll reveal a little trick of the trade here. So, I can't go all the way across because of this little piece of paper right here. That's okay. I'll show you why that's okay. So what I do is I just work that into the design by putting, I mean, I can go in there and close it in now, but I like to just put little, I think there's a lot of white space on these designs. So I like to add just little dots of color that correspond with the family. And I don't have a small, there we go. There we go. That's fun stuff. Okay, so we're done with number 2. So thank you, the Higgins family. The Higgins family. How do you redo your easel? I like looking at it almost as much as your artwork. Not as often as I'd like, because it takes a lot of time. I mean, I'd have to take a half a day of work just to do that, and Quite frankly, I don't do it that often. But I would say every 6 months. Every 6 months. I love it. I love John's hair. Let me open up a drawer. We've got one more to do. We've been on camera 35 minutes. We're going to do one more order. So hang in there. The next one is going to be awesome too. It's going to be a European order. I think the Netherlands maybe, or Germany. Pretty sure somewhere. It makes you, shipping all this stuff to, shipping so much stuff to Europe really makes me want to go to Europe. I haven't been traditionally a world traveler. I have been to Italy one time, but that was 20 years ago. Actually, it was 19 years ago, but it was counting. Let me show you something real quick for our special European order. They're all special in my heart, but you know what I mean. So this is what I do. First, there's information on this that I can't show you, but first, let me sit down. First, I get an order that comes in. I don't want to show you their personal information on the order, so that's the order sheet. And then I take the order and I whip up kind of a little sketcherooski here. This is full size. I found that working in a sketchbook, you can come up with the greatest. Hey, representing the Netherlands here, right on JP. You can come up with the greatest design in the world in a 4x5 inch square. But it can fall apart when you make it 2 feet by 3 feet. So 2 inches by 3 inches, a great design might fall apart, and vice versa. You might do a 2 foot by 3 foot design and it falls apart when you make it 2 inches by 3 inches. That's what a lot of people don't know, that a lot of commercial art will get done quite large. And then, like comics, the people probably know this, that comic illustrators don't illustrate their comics the size that you see them in the newspaper. Heavens, that would be crazy. They illustrate them, I don't know how much bigger, but you could look it up. Quite a bit bigger. And then when it gets reduced, it looks great. It looks even better. Well, maybe not better, but it looks great. Whereas, if you were to take something and draw it at scale, let's say 8 by 10, and then you were to blow it up to 8 feet by 10 feet, I can guarantee you're going to be surprised. It's going to look weird. It's going to look different. And the reason I know this is because my friend is the head, second in command at a sculpture, a world famous sculptor's production studio. Is this just boring? This is probably extremely boring, but that is my shtick. Super boring talk. So he's head at a sculptor, super famous sculptor. Richard McDonald's the guy's name. The not my friend, but the sculptor. Look him up. And he will see around the world, like at a mall or somewhere in other countries, they will have taken a small sculpture and 3D scanned it, blown it up, all illegally of course, without permission or buying it, and blow it up, and the sculptor can tell, and the people in the studio can tell, the proportions aren't right, it's not an original, and plus they know because they didn't sell it to them. So, so that's that. Good story, Kenton. Okay, we got this order done. We've got this order done. We're on to Kathy, Frederick. Let me see if it's the Netherlands. Nope, it's Germany. But Germany's really close to the Netherlands. So I'll ring the bell for being close to the Netherlands. Frederick, this one's yours, my friend. Thank you for your order. Thank you for your patience. Okay, super cute family, so I'll try to do them justice. I'm a family man, so I think everyone's family is adorable. I think if you have kids, you see the beauty in all human beings. Is that a stretch? Is that crazy? Is that crazy to say? That if you have a kid, you can see the beauty in every other kid, every other mom, every other dad, the joy in their eyes. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I've said some way less confrontational stuff, not that that's confrontational. And I like that Big Sister here is kind of looking down at her sibs. Now, brother here, he had one picture with a hat, and I thought he looked pretty cool. Plus, brother's got this super cool long hair. I used to have long hair, but there was a time for that to go, I guess. I grew up always wanting to have long hair. And my dad grew up with a vision of me having a crew cut. So if you don't know what a crew cut is, just think opposite of long hair. So in the midst of going to the barber shop, our discussion would be like this every time I went to get my hair cut. Hey, it's next to us. Great people there too. Yes, it is close. The conversation at the barber would always be like this. You want a crew cut, Kenton? No. And then my dad would tell the barber to cut it as short as I possibly could without it being a crew cut. I would cry, pull on my hair because it drove me crazy. And I mean, I was like 6 years old, so I mean, that's why I was crying at the barber shop. Actually, I was kind of a crybaby growing up. I'm just gonna admit it. I cried a lot. So there you have it. Let's keep working on this though. We can call this Mr. Emotions. Mr. Emotions podcast. Not podcast. What are we gonna call it? Blog. Not a blog. It's an art blog. It's talking and art. Frederick. We're gonna start with Frederick's name. Now I'm gonna go, I'm double checking, double check Frederick. And double check that I spelt it over there. I messed it all up over there, so I'm gonna go off the sheet here. I normally don't do this, I have to look at it really big, but. Frederick. With a K. There we go, Frederick. Let's just dot this I right now so I don't forget and mail it to Germany. And have to have Frederick mail it back to me. Don't want that. I'm gonna mix this one up. I'm gonna make it a little more colorful. We'll give mom this peach. I just love this peach color. My son has really long curly red hair. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think hopefully we're moving into a time when we can just at least accept our kids. I'm not saying you have to accept the whole entire world around you, but accept your kids. They're your beauty. They're your kids. They're your kids. You know. Kathy. I'm surprised I haven't got comments from graphic design. Maybe graphic designers just don't see these posts. But I do a lot of lowercase and uppercase combination action. And I don't know that I've ever had anyone scream bloody murder about it. Which is kind of in a design sense. Maybe a little avant-garde. Okay, I haven't used orange yet, but I think Theo is all about the orange. Or Theo, you're gonna be. Theo. Now let's go. Mina. Oh! Let's see here. Mina. I was going to add, for some reason I was going to add a little butterfly. The storm is lifted at last. There we go. This is a little, I mean, it's very subtle. You may not even know. So I was going to add a little butterfly to Mina. I think she had a butterfly on her hat or a shirt or something. I thought, let's see if we can squeeze that in there. I think I need to turn the fan on in here. It's getting a little warm. Okay, one more name. I don't use purple a lot, so I need to check out. I write that way a lot when I print. Sometimes, yeah, I do too. Discerning light, I do too. Like when I'm printing, I'll change things up. I'm a designer, mostly logos and mixed typecases too. Some people are really anal about it. It gives it character. It gives it character. It does. It gives it so much character, and people just, they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get the character. Sometimes, if it's your job, you gotta find how to meet your client, not in the middle, but you know, I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job. I said good luck. I worked in graphic design for a little while. Mostly annual reports is what I did. For this one, I wanted to add, I'm not going to border this one in. I like the cleanness of it. But I wanted to add like a sunshine. Little something something. We'll call it a little something something. I learned a lot in college, but I also learned a lot in the early 2010, around 2013, 14, studying sign painters, like traditional sign painters and letterers. And that was a really cool, about what I learned the most, I think, from them, besides lettering, was I learned balance. I think I learned balance. I know I learned balance. Now, I'm going to bring this line off to the side too, but I'm just looking how that's going to work. I know. There we go. Okay, now we're going to put a heart in here. I signed it already, but and now someone has given me a little grief about signing things and then going back in and keep working on it. I don't know. When you put yourself out there and you share, you're going to get enough grief. You're going to get some pushback or opinions. But that's okay. That's okay. Actually, you know, the thing is that I'm the first to, if you call me out on something, I'm probably going to say, you're right. You're totally right. You're probably right. I'm going to learn from it. Mina, we're going to drop a little love right down into your name? Okay. I love it. The one person in this that really stands out to me is Theo, seeing the pictures of the family and stuff like that. And they all have the most amazing smiles. I'm not a real I'm a smiley person, but maybe not a smiley artist. Just be glad I didn't put crying tears on these. Okay, this is a great song. I'm going to turn the song down a little bit. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, so this is where I'm going to thank Frederick. And this is where before I thank him, I double check everything. And because I am not sending this to Germany with a misspelling, that's for sure. Kathy, Milli, Mina. In my defense, I've had parents spell their kids' names wrong accidentally. You know how it is. You're typing on your device. It's not, it autocorrects on you or something. But like I said, no overseas misspellings that I know of that were brought to my attention. Okay, with that, I will end this live stream by saying thank you. And that on this live stream, this is the family name order live stream. And I'm trying to do it once a week as the orders come in. So with that, thank you very much. If you're rewatching this, it's a broadcast. I appreciate rewatching it. We will stop recording, stop streaming.